Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your Zodiac yearly reading for the year of 2020. Aquarius, predictably, unpredictably, you're always several steps ahead of everyone else. Your mind is intricate and complex, which makes you innovative and idea oriented. You are visionary, able to see possibilities that would not have the capacity to think of. And while you are a born humanitarian and quiet, sociable, you may come off as distant and detached. You're often submerged in your own world, which is quite an interesting place. To be honest, you love to converse on a broad range of topics with interesting people. You can talk to absolutely anyone at their own level and thoroughly enjoy it. Your charisma sets you apart, for your magnetic nature is like the unlike typical charm one might experience. You are extraordinarily unique, yet you fit in anywhere you go. You do appreciate the relationships that you cultivate, but you are not someone who can be fenced in because you love your freedom and you don't like being restricted. Your pioneering nature cannot be contained. 2020 will have many opportunities in store for you. You will have the chance to uncover new horizons and take on new challenges. This can get overwhelming if you don't pace yourself, so make sure to watch your pace and your health. Dedicating more time to physical activities will be a great idea, not only for your body but also for your soul and mind. Try to keep balance in 2020. When you are looking back on everything at the end of 2020, you shall see how much you have accomplished. Now let's look at the love side for the year of 2020 for you, Aquarius. You're an intense person and in love. You can be quite charming. In the courtship period of relationship, there's much excitement, but as time goes on, your cerebral nature can make you come across as cold at times. It isn't because you don't experience deep emotions, it's just that you are someone who navigates your way through life intellectually rather than emotionally. So whenever there is an issue that your mate might deal with through conversation, you might deal with it in more analytical way. But once the relationship is established and your ways are known and accepted, you can form incredibly deep and loving bonds. This year, romance could be quite richer and deeper than it has been in a long time, or maybe even ever. Attached let's see what you have. This year, romance can be quite richer and deeper than it has been a long time, or maybe even ever. Attached Aquarians may discover something quite interesting about their mates that was not obvious before, and it could be quite intriguing and can intensify the heat of the passion that already exists. Fan that flame, and this will be the level of intensity you will be able to maintain going forward. For single Aquarians, if you are looking for someone special, you could meet someone who inspires you because of their brilliant mind, which will keep you interested and intrigued. Even if you have plans to play the field this year, someone may touch your heart in such a way that you won't be able to stop thinking about them. Remember to stay in touch with your emotions and to express yourself from that place in the best way that you can. Taking this approach would be the best thing for you in 2020. Now let's look at the family section for you, Aquarius. Friendship is a strong component of your sign. You have loyal friends to whom you are devoted, and your family relationships are much the same. You have relationships with your loved ones that are akin to friendships, in that you don't dwell on differences or look too far ahead or have expectations from the family that you would not have in friendship relationship. This makes you easy to get along with and quite comfortable when spending time with family members. You are someone who is always striving for the greater good and working to make the world a better place. And yes, that does begin at home. You will fight for your loved ones' well being and be there to provide whatever they cannot provide for themselves. This makes you someone of family members around you can rely on, and therefore a strong link in your family. This year, a much younger person may turn to you as a mentor. This is the perfect role for you, Aquarius, because with you there is never a generation gap. You understand the younger generations with no issues because you think without limits or cynicism. You're open to new and unconventional ideas, which is something that is highly appreciated by a young, questioning mind. Someone may want to include you in a family venture that can involve an investment. You may not want to be involved in this because doesn't fit with your plans for this year. However, you may not want to hurt anyone's feelings or offend anyone. And so you could take on the role of a guide, since there will be a need for the kind of strategic thinking that comes so naturally to you. This can work out well if you explain your boundaries and draw every line very clearly. Now let's look at the career section for you, Aquarius. Whatever you choose to do for a living, Aquarius, your ideal role will be one that is not fenced in any way. You would not be happy confined to an office, sitting behind a desk all day, unless there is a chance to get up and move and explore and discover at various points in your work. You're a very maverick thinker and you don't fit in just anywhere. You are at your best in a progressive environment that is in a state of constant flux, where your original and often innovative ideas will be heard and taken seriously. Many people born under your sign will choose a career that gives back in some way, because you do have a strong desire to leave the world better than you found it. This does not mean that you won't be this does not mean that you won't be money driven. It just means that you would prefer to make your living in a way that can also benefit others in the world. This year, your penchant for technology and science may come to the forefront as you explore opportunities in one or both of these fields. This could also mean an investment could be offered to you related to these fields, or this could come through someone who is a connection of this kind. Be careful about investing too early in the year, because better chances could come later on. There could be an idea you begin thinking about in 2019 that you may begin working on it seriously in 2020. Take this slowly, because if you become too preoccupied too soon, it could pull you away from some very important obligations. Thank you for listening, Aquarius. I wish you a blessed and prosperous year ahead.